You start off with a normal Lego. Yes, normal Lego. And what you're going to do, you're going to take these all-purpose labels. You can probably buy them at any stationery store. And here I have them. Pretty much just, it's almost like white paper with one sticky side. And what you're going to do is place the paper on the guy, as you can see on his chest, to cover up any design that you want to get rid of. Take off his arms, take off his head. So now everything's out of the way, and what you can do now is cut away. Now, as you can see, get really close to the edges and just cut around, and there you go. Now the front is white, and get your markers or any other Sharpie you want, and you can color it. So, alright, you can see it there. Going to make this now a jacket with a white t-shirt. Pretty simple. You can do any design you want. It just depends on how artistic you are. Okay, so now I got that down. You can do that with any part of the body, and if the part doesn't have a design on it, you can see how these pants are a pretty light color, and also red is a pretty light color, so a lot of other colors show up. So like you can do something like this, where you have gray pants just drawn on with a black Sharpie, and so I'll just put those on the guy. So now that you have that all done, you can move on to the head. So here you have a head. You may like this design. You can just cover over it, make him look cooler. Or what you could do with the scissors, put scissors like this, grab them in your hand, forefinger on this side. Make sure the scissors aren't too sharp so you don't cut yourself and putting pressure down. So you take the head where you want to scratch off, and just take it and scratch it all off, and there you go, clean head. What you could also do is, if you're lazy, just draw on the back of the head. So now you've got clean head and everything. Now you can start drawing on it. Now what I would do to make the eyes white, if you wanted to, you could take the same paper that you use to make the chest, whatever color you want, and take it. Now this is a little bit hard because you have to make both eyes the same size. So what I like to do, cut a little sliver of the paper and make it small enough that you can put it right on the head, and there you can see he has a white strap on his head. And now what you do, you get a yellow marker and color right in the middle between the two lines. So now it looks like you got eyes, and if the eyes are a little bit too big, which I made them, you can make them a little bit smaller by coloring around. Now that you have that done, you can take a marker. Make sure you get a Sharpie or a marker with a very fine point. You can see how it's pretty fine, so you can get better detail on whatever you're doing. So then again, just draw whatever. Now I'm just drawing a crappy piece of work here. And same thing for the nose. You really don't have to put any paper down for it. It's going to be nothing there. And you can just draw whatever. And I screwed up on it. There's your nose and mouth. I'll show you on the back what the nose could look like. Pretty much just make a half diamond and then a dot next to the lower diamond. Simple nose. And then let's say you don't want to go through the whole process of making white eyes. You can just draw something like that. Pretty simple. And now to the probably most complicated part, the hair, which I've gotten a lot of emails about. Now usually I'll start off with some piece that's pretty small. The hat you can see here, it's pretty thin, just a blue normal hat. And or you could use hair for the Lego guys. Now in order to cut the brim off the hat and make it smaller, these are actually cutlery scissors for cutting chicken, so pretty powerful, and you could probably use any scissor, just that these work the best. And there you go. So I'll cut off. Here's the brim. Alright, back to making the hair. You start off with the blue cap, and now with your normal household hot glue gun, on the top of the head you're just gonna put a dot. And see how that makes a point? So just pull away your hot glue gun, turn the thing upside down, and then just let it dry there, and you can see that's forming a point. And when this point dries, it'll be like a spike on most anime hairs. And just do that to every single part of the head, and you'll have Naruto's hair, probably, something like that. And that's how I made my spiky hairs. And you can all do in different designs. You don't have to make it spiking up all around. You can make ones that bend a little bit or anything. Alright, so now you can see that he has a blue thing. You can't see it that clearly, but since it's dried hot glue, you can just color it in. So make him have a red spike on his hat, and there you go. Looks like he just got impaled with something. So yeah, and that's pretty much how you make hair. So that concludes my Lego creation tutorial. And if you have any questions, send them to me or post them up. I may make another video. And that concludes this Mr. E production.